Alright, guys. So today is going to be on the limited governments and individual rights. So that's what was going to be your guys' title. Your warm-up question. Why is it important that limits be placed on government's power? Think of some of the reasons how power can be abused, or maybe how it could be unabused and people need more power. So go ahead and think about that. Then guys, limited government. So government cannot truly serve the people if it has unlimited power. Meaning that's when someone could take advantage of having too much power. Stuff like that. Those are things that we don't want. But the Constitution also sets up government and places the limits on the power. So it's up to the Constitution to set up limits on both of those. So on federal power, meaning like the government power. So it can't tax exports. It can't favor trade on any state, and it can't spend money without authorization. It can't threaten federalism, and it can't establish a monarchy. So, for example, President Trump couldn't make himself a king because that's not part of his federal power. He can't favor a state like, let's say, New York over a state like California, or he can't favor Texas over California. And Trump has limits on what he could do, so he can't spend money without, for example, Congress going to make a bill and then make it into law, which would then go to his desk. Now, on state power, there's limits on state power. So the limits on that is that you can't print, the states can't print money, states can't go to war, and states can't make treaties with other nations. So, for example, California can't declare war on, let's say, Italy, right? It would have to be the United States at the federal level that can do it. And then think about it. If California started printing its own money, how would we know how much like 10 California dollars would be worth in, let's say, Utah? How do you convert California dollars to Utah dollars? See, it just makes too much of an issue. So states can't print their own money. Now then there's limits on both. So no state or nothing at the federal level can grant titles of nobility, meaning you can't make yourself a king, you can't make yourself like an archduke, a prince, things like that. And then most importantly, you can't deny civil rights, no matter if you're at a state level or a federal level. Then there's individual rights. So in order to protect these individual rights, the Constitution guarantees them through the Bill of Rights. So the Bill of Rights are like the first 10 amendments and changes to the Constitution. It guarantees rights, it protects the accused, and limits government power. So, for example, if you're like accused of, let's say, stealing something that costs $5, even if they know you did it, they can't formally tell you stole. You're going to jail for 20 years. You have to then go to court, and then a judge and a jury would be the ones who decide what your punishment is and whether you're guilty or not, based on the evidence that's presented. And then your closer for the day, guys. How does the Bill of Rights limit government power? Remember, guys, be sure to provide specific examples.